Good evening to you. How's been your day? It's a beautiful Sunday evening right here on Ogini 98.3 FM, the voice of the people. My name is Eva. I welcome you to another edition of your program, Estasy, powered by At Peace Center on Ogini 98.3 FM. And of course, here with me in the studio is the therapist in person of Dr. Kashmir Nemeka. Good evening, doctor.
Good evening.
How's been your day?
Crazy as usual.
Uh, you are late. You came late today. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you
I
pay a fine. You pay
I
a
don't
fine
I
for
don't mind. I
that.
really apologize. Like almost 15 minutes late. I'm sorry. Something happened. I need to leave town for a while, and but I'm here. That's what matters. I just ran in straight, so I hope my fine won't be that steep. There's
No worries.
fuel subsidy.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay,
Welcome.
that means we can negotiate.
Welcome to today's program.
Thank you very much.
All right. On today's edition of the program, we'll be talking about family relationship. What is family, and how well do you relate with your family? But before we dive into today's topic, let's go on a commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep it locked on Ogini 98.3 FM.
It's been said that majority of the people living in Nigeria are mentally unfit. But have you ever wondered why that is? Judging from the basic happenings in our society, ranging from environmental, social, family, political, job dysfunctions, why we see things the way we do, why are things the way they are, what is our religion saying about it, what is tradition saying about it, what actually is the society saying about it, what actually it is, and why we are taking the shortcut. All these and more will be discussed critically. Join Dr. Kashmir Nemeka, the chief therapist at Peace Center Clinic, on A Minute with the Therapist every Monday, 11 a.m. prompt, exclusively on Ogene 98.3 FM, the voice of the people. Keep it date.
Welcome back. Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, it's Estasy with Dr. Kashmir on Ogini 98.3 FM. Now to the topic proper, which is family relationship. What is family? What's the definition of family? And we talk about what the family relationship is all about. Over to you, Doctor.
Family.
Yes.
Family simply means. How do you want me to define it right now? How it should be defined?
Yeah, I think your own definition.
Basically, family is not the name you bear, not the blood that flows in your veins, but whose love, whose trust, whose care you can vouch for at every given time. In as much as for a whole lot of people, family is, those who are bloodly related to you, and talk about the nuclear family, talk about father, mother, siblings. The society is a family. Okay? Now it depends on what you choose to call family. But now when we're talking about family and relationship, talk about two major things. How do you see other people? But let's bring it down to the nuclear family where everything starts from. You look at this thing from this angle. Family relationships are totally dependent on how the husband and the wife started the foundation of the family. Husband-wife relationship goes 2 steps back from relationship during courtship and dating. What did they say they want? How did they say they want to build their life? What are their plans for themselves? Because a lot of these relationships go so, not because we want it to go so, but you can't give what you don't have. A whole lot of people are giving, they want to give more, but they can only give you what they have. You understand?
Yeah.
So somebody will walk up to you and say, I need 10,000. You really want to give that 10,000, but you have only one or two or three. What will you do? You give what you have, which may not be enough. The same thing in relationships, in family. But the complexity of family relationship starts from family upbringing, which goes back to the mother and the father, the husband, the wife. These days, mothers get it wrong somehow. Wives get it wrong somehow. What do I mean by that? A lot of wives now plays the role of a mother to their husband and now play the role of a wife to their children.
I don't understand.
You won't understand that. What am I trying to say? Take, for instance, come to the house. Your husband took a cup of water and left the cup on top of the table or the dining table or something like that. Just drop something. You're like, baby, why are you doing this? Honey, what is this? Why are you leaving this cup here? Come and pick it up. But your son or your daughter will drop the same cup. What will you say? Chioma, Junior, don't do this next time. You pick the cup. What does that mean? Your husband will try to talk to you about something. You won't listen. You want it to work the way you want it to work. It kills relationship. It brings gap. It brings crack. Do you understand? And when I talk to women, I know that most times they don't know when they do that. They don't know why they do it. But they need to be intentional about it. It's very important. It breaks a relationship. That's why you see the man will start withdrawing. It now seems like he's holding up things. He's not holding up things, but he's tired of being talked to like he's not there, like he doesn't know what he's doing. Because the next day, the man may want to say something that's like, nah, leave me. Anyhow, if you maybe get stressed at the You see the relationship. And before I could know it, it trickled down to the children. The same thing with the men. We should take out time to listen to our women. In that they're blabbing, they make points sometimes. Or most times they do. They might not put it together the way you want it to put together, but you're going to get one or two, three things from whatever they have said and work with it. So this is one major aspect that destroys a family relationship. Another aspect has to do with your relationship with your children. Because this one came and her name is Obianuju or Obiageli. Her birth gave birth to open the doors to a lot of things. And maybe some of us that came during the dry season, the man will go as far, or the woman will go as far as telling you, I don't even know the luck you came out with. Your siblings, when they were giving birth to, there was money. Your daddy got this program. Your daddy is this. He got this contract. You came everything. I mean, then another thing is the travail most women went through from conception to birth. Most times they heap it on that child. Sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously. You now see that it makes the relationship somehow sour because you now see when it has to do with a particular child, all heavens are loads. But when it has to do with a particular child, they say, go sort it out. It breaks relationship in the family. Then the most important of them all, apart from the first one, is this male child syndrome. Maybe the first two or three issues are girls. they will still tell me it. You know, until you now get a male child, the day you now get a male child, you now from birth make up your mind to destroy the boy. That is when you see mommy's boy. Mommy, I say. You see them that at 5, they don't even know what to do. They can't even do anything at age 5. They're supposed to at least be useful in the house, run minor errands. You now command the elder sister who is like 9. If run on one leg working, why can't the 5-year-old boy go to the fridge or go to the kitchen and get himself a cup of water? You keep cleaning his mess, keep protecting him. At 15, if you get up to 15, he start doing drugs because you spared the rod to spoil the child. When you try to talk about so you see these things break relationships in family. It gives rise to sibling rivalry, it gives rise to misunderstanding, it gives rise to lack of value. People don't believe they are valued. I've seen people come to the office and say, Doc, this man don't value me. The woman will say, my husband don't value me. And some men will say, my wife disrespects me. She doesn't listen. This is something people need to sit down and get an understanding. It's okay to shout. Fight, fix it, it's cool. But make sure you have a reason. And make sure you've talked about it. And when it's been spoken, whoever that thing is being addressed to should try as much as you can. In as much as every man is the wife's first son. Every man is the wife's first child. But don't rub it in the face of the man and make him understand that. No, yeah. Sometimes they tell you something, not because they don't know what to do, but they tell you something to make you a part of them, a part of what they do, a part of their business, a part of their day-to-day life. Sometimes they will tell you, babe, do you know, look at what happened in the office. Look at what this guy said. Look at. 3 days later, when something come up, and I say, what are you telling me? You're in office. Well, you expect the man to open up to you tomorrow? And most of these things make most men go out. They tell you things because they trust you. They're trying to confide in you. They're trying to make you, like, this is my safe haven. This is my own. She's not going to judge me. This is mine. This is my other part who understands me. You see where some women will sit their men down to taught them on how to flee from women against all odds. But when the man comes to tell you, babe, look at what happened between me and this person. Look at how I managed it. Said, okay. These things break relationships. We are talking about trust here. We're talking about interpersonal relationship. Then for the men, why in Nigeria dressed like this? You keep, shushing the woman, shutting her down, making her, it gets to a stage. For instance, you came out from a family where had like 4 or 5 boys. When you guys come together, you see that your wife will be somehow cold. And you get into the room or you get into your house and say, you won't behave like other women. Can't you see my kid brother's wife, the way she was everywhere? Did you give her space to be everywhere when you're with her? You got to permit a woman to fly. If a woman can't fly solo with you, she can't even bear a wing when she's in a compound, because One thing is on the back of her mind. What kind of care was I'm here now? Always. So you now see the relationships, okay, how it comes to do with family. Then another thing, this one goes to women mostly. No matter what you do, be explicit. You don't tell a man to fill in the blank space. When are you having a conversation with your man, or when you have something to do with your man, and you expect him to fill in the blank space, trust me, he's not thinking about that. Because men are not romantic. We are specific. We are direct. You're expecting a man to tell you, yeah, they do that, but not all the time. Because most times, what is in a man's head is, how do I protect this territory? How do I make them better? So that is their own way of being romantic. You are the one who needs all that expression, and most times they don't have that luxury. If you got to understand the kind of man you have got to understand the way you should talk to her, understand the way his life is, the kind of job he does, and I mean, it's going to be wonderful. Absolutely everything's going to work. You don't, yeah, it's a little bit of this here and a little bit of that, but these are the basic things. You're supposed to talk to somebody, you're supposed to meet up with him. He forgot. He didn't forget because he chose to. Did you ask what went on? And you're talking about somebody who you're having a relationship with. He's supposed to meet you up somewhere. You're supposed to meet the person up somewhere. He said, okay, this thing is settled. Let me go and work on this while I prepare for this. You're blank. I don't want to talk about phone calls because women don't pick their calls. They only pick it when they choose to. Because the last time I checked, if it's not in the kitchen and then in the sitting room watching Telemundo or God knows what, it's in their handbag. It's only when they remember that they need to talk to you that they bring out the phone and see maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 missed calls from you. And the greatest excuse is, oh, sorry now, these things, it has a way of making somebody go back, withdraw. They now feel you are not intentional. They now feel you don't care. And for some people, it's consistent. It has been a routine. It has been a norm. So when you see those things that will give you headache, because if you care, you worry. And if you worry, you react. And if you react, it comes either with a bang and a pet or a shout and a cuddle. Any person who is in a relationship and the opposite sex don't argue when he or she is wrong, that person is cheating you. That relationship is not sincere. Anything you do, say, it's okay, baby, I understand. One flee is not a relationship. Unless you people have made up your mind that is a contractual agreement you have where it has to be, he pays my bills, I give him whatever he wants, anyhow he wants it. Your growth is not in the business. Your development is not in that business. All matters is end up turned to BMM. That ends it. For the fortunate ones, every other year he tries to please you, not buying you those cars because he's gifting you, but because you need those cars to do school runs for his kids. So your comfort is totally dependent on the man's kids' comfort. But some women will not understand that what is it. Said something happened. So your relationship in a family is totally dependent on how you choose to run it based on the foundation laid.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go on a commercial break. Keep it locked on Ogene 98.3 FM.
Chama, what just see you they do so.
Now leave me a beg, make her drag small job.
No, we will just bring back from hospital. And you promise say you no go use drugs again.
Guy, they try, but my body no dey do alright if I no use them now.
You know say you no go fit help yourself overcome this addiction now. You go need seek professional help.
Yeah, I want get that one. They dey sell am for market.
My dear, it is very simple now. Just go at Peace Center and Clinic.
At Peace Center?
Yes, so at Peace Center, their services include depression and stress management, family marriage and relationship counseling, care for kids with special abilities, drug abuse treatment, rehabilitation therapy, and so much more. Visit their office at number 4 Imanimeka Street, Oka, Anambra State, or you can reach them on social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter via at Peace Center, or you can call 0908 600 3447 or 0816 839 9601 or 008 000 3041, or you can send an email at peacecenter@gmail.com or visit their website at www.peacecenter.com.ng. At Peace Center Clinic, talk to us, be at peace. It's been said that majority of the people living in Nigeria are mentally unfit. But have you ever wondered why that is? Judging from the basic happenings in our society, ranging from environmental, social, family, political, job dysfunctions, why we see things the way we do, why are things the way they are, what is our religion saying about it, what is tradition saying about it, what actually is the society saying about it, what actually is why we are taking the shortcut. All these and more will be discussed critically. Join Dr. Kashmir Nemeka at Peace Center Clinic on A Minute with the Therapist every Monday 11 a.m. prompt, exclusively on Ogene 98.3 FM, the voice of the people. Keep it date.
With Dr. Kashmir on Ogene 98.3 FM, the voice of the people. And the topic for today is family relationship. In case you have a question or suggestion on the topic, join the program to ask your question by calling us on 070-1722-2983 or 090-9111-0983. I'll take the number again, 070-1722-2983 or 090-9111-0983. So, Doctor, you're giving us bumper to bumper before we went on break.
I managed to squeeze out the time to answer the whole question. So,
okay, but there is this talk show I saw online where a teenager said she was this virgin by her biological father when she was 10. And it continued till, I think she said 18 years before she decided to run away from home. And her mother said, and she said her mom did nothing about it. Her mom saw her father in the act and she did nothing about it. What do you have to say to that?
Is there a call coming in or something?
Yeah, there's a call.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
We're going to speak up a little bit. Okay, Divine.
Where are you calling from? Edo City.
Okay.
Edo State. Okay. Okay. Your question, please.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, yes.
Your question.
When I was 20,
Your boyfriend. Okay.
I
Okay.
They took me to Lagos and have the child to have the baby.
Okay.
So they said I should go out and they changed my food. So what to be calling it for it because they asked me because I told them.
Okay.
So after like 15 days, I then one thing that the boy was looking for everywhere looking for me. So they said, so unfortunately, he got married. Okay. So I got married to but along the line, my husband was killed. He died. So just last year, that's my first boyfriend that even that he decided to marry me, but my parents refused. I mean, the parents of the boy refused. So after 15 years, yeah, he was looking for my home. My husband was searching for my number. So last year, of the number was but before then, I'm actually the family. My lawyer found somebody can hear it. So unfortunately, he got my number from Facebook. So he was calling me and he was asking me like and he was my son to come back to him. That. So as I told my parents, my brother refused. Yeah, I'll be trying. Anybody can put it on my own. It's not any bad. And they said, no can you transfer it because the boy is not having.
How old are you now?
I'm 37.
37. The last time I checked,
But
at 37,
my mother refused.
Legs 10, divine. Listen, I'm happy you asked this question. You want me to talk about this first, or want me to talk about the first question first? No, let's answer the caller. I want people to understand something. There is this culture we imbibe about man-woman relationship, especially when pregnancy is involved. There are two major things you should ask yourself. Was it a consensual relationship? The answer is yes. This man and this woman loved themselves, decided to express their love, and they led to somebody coming in. It is not a do or die affair. It's not wrapped around the man's neck. We'll talk about this when the man forced himself on the woman. If there is an understanding between you and this woman and that thing happened, yeah, 18, 20, 22, fine. You can still say you under your have this decision or don't have that decision. But look, I've seen where people will drag the man from Bombay to Karachi. After the man, they had an understanding. What we're going to do is very simple. I know this is going to be bitter. I know a whole lot of people don't like it. A whole lot of people don't want to know the truth. Are you involved? Yes, I'm involved. But the girl, we didn't plan it. And if let me tell you something, 90% of the pregnancy, the women have to be blamed. Why?
Should we be blamed for that?
You should be blamed because you should know your circle. I don't want to take it back to the parents. If they are 15 below, yeah, I would say the mother and the entire parent should be blamed because one, they failed in the upbringing as far as that child is concerned. They allowed the child to freelance ideas he picked from the street. That was talking about sex education. Some people till tomorrow in this 21st century see it as a taboo to sit down to tell them, Mom, nka, nka. I think that will be our topic for next week. Your child, not when she is 10, 11, 12, 18, she has started having all this hormonal change. He started having Once your daughter is 2, 3, you teach her, no man, not, go ahead.
Hello, good evening. You want to open your phone?
Hello.
Good evening. You want to open your phone?
Hello.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
The compliment mistake.
Your name.
Please, try to break up. This are going to work for you. See, this girl will be for people. Tell the people when they do this thing. I'm not going to them. You want to win now.
So you understand what I'm saying? You shy away from your basic responsibility. Now, when the consequence is there, you're looking for, you don't want to accept it. From 2, once the child knows what it means to, this is my bum bum, this is my wee wee, you as a mother should stop touching your daughter in the name of betting and say, squat, wash your bum bum. Don't let any person touch. We are good at, building fences, telling our girl child, you are not supposed to do this. Do we tell our male child what to do too? There was a case that was brought to my office one day. A 14-year-old boy was having an erection. The mother said it's an evil spirit attack. This year, at 14, your child is a full-fledged man. He should have wet dreams and things. It's not for you to teach him what to do. And now that he's a man, look at this, Asemomba. Her enemies has come. Environmental psychology that blind us from the healing of nature and life. It's either we are this or we are religiously blind because of frustration. So having said that, do you know why I asked Divine how old she is? At 37. My mother don't tell me what. At 30, even if you're feeding me, let's use the Nigerian context. A whole lot of people at 30 have not found their feet. Guy, you don't tell me what to do with myself, because this love you're talking about is me. Do you know how many adults has been damaged because their parents took decisions for them? You are my son. You are my daughter. I want. You don't know the best for me. If I cry, come back, push me away. The only thing you're going to do as a parent is to sit back, watch, be careful, and not having a mindset. Because if you have a mindset about somebody, you say the person is pretending to get your attention. So that is, if you remember, there was a day we were doing something. I said, at my level now, I owe no person no explanation, and I'm saying it with utmost respect and sincerity. That doesn't mean I should do something wrong. Once I know I'm on the right track, whatever that I've done, whatever that behavior has come to be, if it happens, reverse it. I will reverse it in my brain. I say, if this thing has happened to me, I have nothing to regret. You're on your own. Because the simplest thing on earth is the truth. But explaining the truth is the most complicated thing any person can do, especially for somebody who has a mindset about you. You try to say, it's nice to hold on to something and say, why say this again? So you owe no personal explanation. As long as you know whatever decision you take as an adult, you are ready to damn the consequences. That is the most important thing here. You've given birth. This man is back. And somebody is telling you what. So for those people that feel because a man got your daughter pregnant, you're going to hang that person, is wrong. There was an understanding before that thing happened. And you have a lot of chances to correct it before it gets to whatever it gets to. Why do I say most women are to be blamed? Because there's this kind of stubbornness attached to women that 85% of them are stupid. They want it their way. They want it. At the end of the day, they will come back when the remedy will be somewhere else. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I called back.
Okay.
Divine.
I called back. Sir, please, I'm confused here. The guy, although he's married to, but he's
Divine.
But my
It's
mother bluntly refused.
is listen. When we talk about your son going back to the biological father, take it or leave it. Not now. In the next nearest future, the boy will go back.
Yeah.
You see, you can do all this battle. Now, imagine I was the person who got you pregnant. You were 20. I was maybe 21, 22. You blocked me, blocked my parents because of that pain, that hatred from seeing my son. 10 years down the line, Edumale, me for you blow Edumale. I started having 3 square meal and still have change. I came back, say, I'm ready for my responsibilities. Tell me what I have done wrong then, aside from age. I'm ready to make amends, and you're still denying me that. If it's my daughter that the man is coming for, this kind of thing happened to, I will call the man and sit the man down. You see, sometimes we create problem in the same family relationship we're talking about. These people made this mistake when they were young. And to see how sincere this guy is, he's coming back. You as a woman, did you see the same man as a man who you know that has been taking care of you then, which is the puppy love, and he now wants to turn it to a lion love? Because now, the puppy then now is a lion. A whole lot of people will tell you go to hell, I don't care. But this one is coming back for it, and they're saying no. Your mother is saying no, because maybe you people struggled. The only place we have problem is this kind of thing happened, the information was passed, and nothing was done about it. Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You're on to again FM. Your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening.
Dr. David.
Good evening.
Please, I want to contribute something.
Your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Aisha. I'm calling from Ibadan.
Okay. Go on.
Please, doctor, that girl really wants you to give her advice what she can do to give that man that child, because she really wants to give that man the child. So that's what she be asking for your own advice. What she will do. That's what she
And my
wants.
advice is very simple. Take the boy back to the father, because he has owned up to responsibility. There's no grammar around it, except you're putting in culture into it. Take the boy back to the father. The father has come to take off his responsibility and must have apologized for not being there all this while, because he cannot. You can't give what you don't have. A whole lot of people will come back and say, my friend, and say that, are you sure it's my child self? This man came looking for his own, and they want to deny him his own that he has accepted. Who does that? Tell me your mother said what?
But the man is married. How do you want?
The man is married.
How do you want that?
Did you hear the girl's story? Said this guy looked for me. They separated us. 65% of us married because we are of age. Because we lost our first love, our true love. We had to make do with what we have. Doesn't mean when you see the right thing, you not go back to it. That is the. You see,
she can't go back to the man.
The woman is not talking about going back. She's talking about the boy.
Maybe she cannot stand just dropping the child to the man just like that.
So what are you people saying? Okay, you can't stand. This is a boy you have raised for 15 years. He's a part of you. You can't let go, and you can't marry the man because he's married, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Stay with the woman. Pay your bills. Bear my name. Basic characteristics of a baby mama. Is it because the guy was talking about is not one of these names? What are you talking about? The most important thing on earth is a man standing up and say, I am responsible and I'm taking responsibility within my capacity. He is man enough. It's your choice, because no matter how you protect the boy, trust me, the man will go back. Because even if you hide it, the peer group will not hide it. The community will not. One day, let's tell ourselves the truth. One day, something will happen in the community. He might be the day of the community. And somebody will look at him in the face and say, And do you know the kind of relationship that this particular statement will bring between the boy and the mother? A whole lot of people lost their children because of this selfishness. There is no mistake on earth that is incorrectable. Even death, you can correct it. The only challenge is, do you have the guts to stand up and say, I am reversing this? It doesn't matter how far I've gone. Okay.
Hello,
Good
evening.
evening.
You're on to Guinea FM. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay.
Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Okay, sir. Sir? Now, Melagene. Is there a personal question to me?
No, I to my dad to Joe. This is up on
Ah. Okay, fine. Okay. Ah. Okay. Ka njukene gị ka m jụọ gị ajụjụ, ama m na ị chọrọ ikwu afa gị, no problem, mana ka m jụọ gị ajụjụ. Ntụba nwa gị ume taa maka na mụ na ya nọ na secondary school, after 20 years bịa sị gị na m chọrọ nwa ahụ, iwe we na oge m tụbara ime na agụrụ na agụ m, kịta eriwego m nri, ọnwa ihe mefuru di na sị gị gbaa alụ m, ị ga-agba alụ m ka ị gaghị agba alụ m? Ọwa alụ aka nọ n'alụ, ngwanụ si jidezie n'alụ ahụ ka marazi ihe ọzọ ya emen. It doesn't work like that. Ọgwa na asị na amarọ m ife mere, asịrọ m gị na ịtụba nwaanyị imewe ihe ọjọọ, mana ihe a na-akọwawo ihe ọjọọ mee a na-akọrekt ya. You see, the problem we have this time around is the traditional and cultural interference in the realities of life. Nobody planned for this. Now it has happened, and this man is coming back for restitution.
We have another call.
Okay, let it come in.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Okay, Divine.
Yes, Doc. Please, everybody were there. The man now said, no, yeah. Over here, that you want there, that they fall from the carrier, they go over here, get back for banana. Or follow the boy. Don't get in there.
I said this. See, divine. Hello. Hello. You've not even said this, and I explained. Before. Nanto bagime. Oge agụrụ na agụm ribezie nri chọrọ gị bịa. The last time I checked, ka onye mebe alụ n'ụwa, ka onye ga-akwụ ọtọ sị na onye nwaanyị yi na mbi sọsọ nwaanyị ọ masị nso ụwa ya. No man know how many children he have. Ọ ka mụrụ amụ ka afọrọ. Ka anyị rapụkwa ikwu ihe a biko talk jare.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. You're on to Guinea FM. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, good evening. My name is I'm calling from Ogun.
Your name is what?
My name is Jairus.
Okay, Jairus.
Yeah, I want to comment on something based on what the other man on the phone that's interacting with you.
Okay.
He said that if the doctor says that they don't accept, like them, sorry, them, but they don't accept women with
pregnancy. They don't marry women with pregnancy, especially when it's a boy.
If the woman has because they cannot be the person.
Okay.
In Igbo land, there is no place in Igbo land that they will accept the woman. But those traditions, the man should understand that this is the 21st century. The woman is not talking about going back to the man or the man coming back to the woman. The problem is the emotion the woman has been. And the man come and take his son. That doesn't still change. Because no matter if okay, the woman say that the husband is dead now, sorry for and no matter everything, even if the man is still alive, that guy still remains the biological father of that child.
And there's nothing any person can do about it.
And there's nothing that can change that. Even if they don't, even if they keep telling them, there are some secrets that can never and it can never be, and there is no how to cover it. If sure tomorrow, just like the doctor say, one thing or the other, definitely make someone to say something, and tomorrow the person will hand over to the mother and ask, who is my new father? So people should try to understand the kind of generation and how things are going on in society now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gas. I love that. You know, the problem we have back home is we love lies, we enjoy lies, and we live on lies. Because this same boy that they are dragging, the last time I checked, India Hansana, Owalo, Afubekumebe Konyere, Mwamotaranezi, and Nobi. Is it done anywhere in Igbo land? Let's for once can go one year zero. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Even if maybe the grandfather, because this love for a grandchild, no matter where it comes from, stay there. Okay, mother, let's start the strong. Go make Iranya, everything no kureku will be turned upside down. So I don't know. You see, the point is there. I think next week we continue from this. For those who are not convinced about my statement or who want to know my stand, you can call me on 0816 8399 601. 0816 8399 601 or 0908 600 3447. 0908 600 3447. You can call on WhatsApp me. Thank you very much.
Time did not permit you to answer my question. No problem. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Ogini 98.3 FM with Dr. Kashmi. Thank you for coming, Doctor.
You're welcome.
And to my